Alright, I'm finally back. Now, let's look at some crazy pedals. Now, I didn't want to jump straight into that big pedal project because it's been a while since I've circuit bended. Because, I have some crazy, I guess, mental issue without getting too deep into that. And was in a low spot, so I didn't really do anything for a while. I'm better now, so I started off with some pedals that'd be easier to do. So before we see our Big Daddy, here's some pedals I've done recently. So first off, we have this. Let's see if we can get this focused. Let's get that in there so you can see that better. There's a logo. The light was making it fade out. This is a Korg Toneworks AX3G. This is your run-of-the-mill multi-effect processor. Where most of these are made in China. This one is actually made in Japan, so that's a cool, interesting fact. With most of these pedals, I've found more different effects. With this, I only found one thing that I think is usable, so I turned it into a knob. This is a knob from an old what do you call it? 8-track player, I think. That I saw someone was throwing away. The 8-track player looked destroyed, like it had been raining too, so there's no way it still worked. But I took the knobs off of it. So yeah, it's kind of opposite though, the way this switch is. This is a long time ago. I wired up a bunch of different value potentiometers that I used as my test potentiometers. And I've been lazy and I didn't keep them as my test potentiometers, but I wired this one up backwards on accident. It was when I was a noob. But I decided to use it so when it's all the way to the left, it's actually on full. When it's all the way to the right, it's off. But it never goes completely off. Sometimes it'll go completely off. But most of the times it's just barely on. So what does it actually do? Basically, it takes whatever the background effect is and just heightens it, but it heightens a weird aspect of it, whereas it can make this weird drony noise or this noise, or just if it's like a phaser, it can like over exaggerate the phaser. It has different effects depending on what like parameter you're on. Basically, it affects every type of parameter on here, pretty much. Yeah. But it's never completely off. So if you want this pedal, don't get it if you want a stock AX3G, because this was never going to be a stock AX3G anymore with this little knob. Alright. Next, we have a pedal that I found a mod for, but when I was circuit bending it, I accidentally messed it up and ruined it. So instead of just tossing it, we now have our Unfab super trash pedal. One of a kind super trash pedal. Lamify your tone. Yeah. This is why buy. So basically what it does now, originally I found this cool distortion. Well, this is a distortion pedal, but I found this effect to give it even more distortion. But I kind of ruined it. So now what it does is it kind of turns your tone like you are having a phone. Like you're hearing something through a phone, like when you're put on hold, except it doesn't lower the quality, like it doesn't reduce the bit quality. It's just, it sounds like it's coming through a phone, but without the quality reduced. That's the best way I can describe it. That's why I call it lamify your tone. As a joke, I'm going to sell this thing for 1 cent. If Reverb lets me. Reverb, I don't know how low they'll let me. But I'm going to sell it for 1 cent and plus, like $10 shipping, however, they sell how much it usually costs. Okay, real quick. Y'all might wonder, why do I list $10 shipping? Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. $10 is a safe zone. If you buy from California, it's always gonna be more than $10, pretty much. So you're actually saving money. If you buy somewhere out in the Midwest, it's gonna usually be around $10. And if you buy somewhere close to me in the South or around that area, it's usually gonna be less than $10. So 2 out of 3 people get the best deal. People close to me, sorry, but yeah, that's why I listed it $10. So that's that horrible pedal. Then we have this grilled cheese distortion by Dan Electro. These are, you're gonna see, we have 4 Dan Electro pedals here. Now this is surprising. This surprised me. This is a really unique sounding distortion on its own. I can see myself getting another one of these and modding it. I actually found a ton of mods, but I limited it because my iron was dying, but I'll get to that in a minute. Well, I'll just say now. Basically, I had a little bit of my old lead-free solder left, and I wanted to use the rest of it, and I didn't want to use that on my new soldering iron, so I used my old iron, and the tip is just a nub. It's just disintegrated, and it was so hard doing it, so I couldn't put too many mods, or else that's why this one got ruined, because I was using that. Alright, sorry about that. It cut off because we ran out of storage. So yeah, what did I do? What's weird is I found 2 mods for this, but one of the mods stopped working. So I had a hole. So I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some glistening lame vampire's head and stick it in that hole. So it's stuck in that hole. It's not going to come out, hopefully. And we got our one switch. Our one switch basically just throws off this distortion up to 11. It adds some flavor. It goes pretty hardcore. And I like that little switch. There's a lot more I think I could find in this pedal, so I'm definitely going to mod more of these in the future. This is the Dan Electro, what is it? It's a reverb. What is it called? I can't remember. It's the dark blue reverb. What's that called? A tuna melt? Let's I think that might be what it's called. Let's look it up. Dan Electro tuna. Now the tuna melt's the tremolo. Let's see here. Corned beef reverb. That's it. Corned beef reverb. So it's kind of like a slapback reverb echo kind of thingy, very 50s-ish. I added these 2 switches. Now these kind of make it where you don't hear the actual effect anymore, but they add 2 weird types of distortion to your tone. They can be used individually or together, so those are fun. And I repainted it. This paint job, I call it Cyborg Heart. So that's the name of this pedal. It's called the Cyborg Heart. This one's called the the Cheesy Vampire. That's what it's called, Cheesy Vampire. The name on this one, well, the names are on the inside. You just can't see it. This is, like I said, called the Unfab Super Trash pedal. And then last but not least, we have this. I just painted this. This is something new for me. This is a pedal I'm not modding, but I'm going to sell it with a new paint job. I didn't really find anything with this pedal that I thought was interesting. I'm pretty sure other people have, but this is the Pepperoni Phaser. I'm going to sell this one stock as is. I mean, like stock as it is normally, but just with a paint job. This is what I call psychedelic candy watermelon. I'm going to add a clear coat on top of that. It's still drying. Yeah. So this is probably going to be the only pedal I ever sell that I paint, but I don't mod it. I guarantee it's probably going to be the only pedal I ever sell like that. But those are the pedals. I'll have some videos of them coming soon. There's 2 people that I owe pedals to. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to send them yet. I think I'm going to send them this one right here. Definitely the Cyborg Heart. And the second one, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to send them. I don't know if it's going to be that guy, or if it's going to maybe be this thing I did. This little siren phaser. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. I'm going to tack on a little extra video on top of this, which kind of explains, I know it's kind of TMI, and if you don't want TMI or, you know, my life kind of drama, then just end the video now. But if you want to hear about that, just watch. It's just going to explain, I guess, you know, not why, but how I've been just kind of low in the dumps the past few weeks. And I took some mental tests. Of course, it's not the same as going to a doctor, but it confirmed that I have 2 very severe mental disorders. Not like, you know, Down syndrome, not that kind of mental disorder, but mental disorders as in the kind that make you a crazy person, those kind. So yeah, you're gonna see my ugly mug in that video. I was recording myself and the light was shining in my eye and it was a weird angle. So I don't know. I look like a blinking crackhead in the video. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I'm just attach it on here now. But yeah, don't think that that big pedal is not coming, because I just wanted to get back in the what do you call it? The groove of things. Use up the rest of my old lead-free solder and use up that tip. Actually, once the tip was done, I melted the head on the inside, so he's stuck in there pretty good. That tip is just a nub. I'm gonna toss it, but let's see if I can. If you want to see it, it's kind of funny. You probably don't, but you probably don't care about it. I'm still gonna probably keep this iron as a backup, but I'm definitely tossing the tip. Look at this. This is all that's left of the tip. Yep, pretty funny. Yep. All right. So yeah, there's a few little pedals I did. Next up coming is the Big Daddy, and I've actually ordered 2 more of those pedals to make 2 more of those big pedals. Most pedals I do one of a kind, unless it's something that's just so cool. And this pedal is something that I think is so cool. So I don't know how many I'm gonna make. I don't know. For 100% sure, I can promise you it'll be less than 1,000. Because I numbered it serial number 001, so I'm limiting myself to 999. I'm definitely not going to make that many. Over the course of my life, I could probably see myself making a couple dozen of them. It's just that cool. I don't know. It might just be me that likes it. It's pretty weird. It's going to be not to everybody's taste. And like I said, if you forgot what that was, here it is again. Yep. Then we got another box here for the next one. The paint didn't come out as good. This box is a little more flimsy. It's still wood, but I'm gonna wait and get another good box like this again. But I'm still gonna use this one. But that's gonna be crazy. And then of course I've got this. But this pedal, the points are so small, I gotta wait until I use my lead solder next. As you can see, look, come on, zoom in. That blue and that red dot right there, you see them? And then up there, you see more blue and a red dot. Yeah, I'm just gonna connect those. When I got my lead solder, just put 2 switches in there. It's a real simple one. So there's a lot of stuff coming, yeah. And also, I wanted to announce this. I'll probably announce it later on the video too, but yeah. All of my sales of modded gear from now on, I'm gonna donate 10% of it to charity, which, you know, I want to motivate myself to want to do more pedals, and I really do. But if I'm doing something good with it, that's gonna make me want to do it even more. So I'm gonna donate 5% to some kind of animal charity. Sorry, I'm not sure yet which one, and 5% is gonna be for like a mental health charity, I guess, for people like me who are crazy. So yeah, I'm not sure which ones yet. It definitely will not be PETA, so don't worry. I know they do very bad, sketchy stuff. PETA will not be getting my money. Someone will though. And I hope the winners of the 200 subscriber giveaway are happy. Sorry, I ate a chip. We had our pedal winner, and I contacted the tape winner too. And I emailed. I sent the tape out to them. So yeah, and I donated $10 on their part to my local animal shelter. That's a no-kill. So yeah, hope you like this. It's like I said, it's about to get kind of blah blah. I'm about to tack on that little extra video. I mean, it's kind of not really needed at this point, but I did it, and you don't really get to see my face often, so I might as well include it. So you get to see my ugly mug. Alright, see you guys, and yeah. I recorded very brief demos of each one of these, just in case one of these is the pedal I send to those 2 people that I owe a pedal. Because I'm going to send them, I'm still deciding, I'm going to send them tomorrow. So I have tonight to decide which ones. So, yeah. I'm like 99% sure this is going to be one of them. But the second one, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this guy or going to do this guy. I'm not sure yet. Definitely not going to be that one. I mean, look at it. Not that one, because this one's a very acquired taste. Okay, these people are not that into insane stuff like this. They're more traditional kind of people. So the ones with distortions are probably going to give to them. All right, see you guys, and yeah, here comes the last part of the video. Sure, this looks weird, right? See, this is the kind of hairstyle I use. Oh, that train's annoying. This is the kind of hairstyle I use when I'm at work. It's what I kind of like what I have to do. But I haven't been to the barber, so the back needs to get trimmed, so it looks weird with this back. But that's just how it is. But anyways, I have y'all here because, oh yeah, bad shaving accident. Very stupid. But anyways, I have y'all here because you might be wondering why I haven't made a video in a while. I'm not sure what video this is going to be on. Whatever my newest video is going to be, whether that's the Black Lives Matter, what do you call it? Tape, I guess? Album, whatever you want to call it. Or if it's going to be a new pedal or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to tape it on to the end of that video. But anyways, I've just been, you know, not in a good state of mind. I know a lot of people aren't because of the whole situation, but mine's different than just the situation. So I took a few different little online tests, and now you're going to say, oh yeah, they're just online tests, they don't really mean anything. Well, you know, they're from reputable sources. So first off, I took a test that I knew was basically, I had it just as like a benchmark to see, okay, are these tests accurate? So I took a depression test, obviously, it came back positive. But I took a few more, and yeah, 2 more came back positive. They said I most likely have, look at that, it looks so weird. I most likely have bipolar. Yep, most likely have bipolar, and also most likely have, what do you call it? Borderline personality disorder. So yay, that's great. Wonderful things. But I kind of figured I probably would have those things anyways. I don't go to the doctor just because I don't believe in, what do you call it? For-profit healthcare. I'm not going to support it in any way. Only way I'm going to go to the doctor is if I'm actually dying. If I was in another country that treated its people reasonably when it came to healthcare, I'd just go to the doctor. I'm just not going to support the system here. You know, even if that's to my detriment, then so be it. Look at this. I know this looks like this is where I lock up people and they try to escape, but it's nothing like that. See, it's just a little storage for tools and the paints that I use for the pedals. But yeah, that big pedal should be coming soon. Like I said, it would have been out long ago. It's just I've been in a bad state of mind. I do have 2 pedals that I owe somebody, so I'm gonna actually, I have to finish those first because they're wondering where they are, and yeah, so I got to get those out. Yeah, I won't make a video on those pedals because those are specifically for someone what they wanted. They contact, you know, so that's not gonna be a video on those, but there will be a video coming up of the. Looks, I hate this. You're getting my side with a cut. It looks so weird. Look at this. Take off these ugly glasses. Look a little bit better without the glasses, I guess. I'm dressed fancy. Fancy for Corona, that is. Alright, whatever. But yeah, I'm an insane person, going crazy. COVID's just making it worse. Being locked up here's making it worse. But yeah. If you're wondering why it's been a while since videos have came out. I'm trying to get myself out of that hole, so I should be making videos soon. I've just been in a rough spot the past couple weeks, mentally. It's just how things are. I gotta go buy a new broom to clean up in there because the broom broke. Long story, but it broke. So I have to buy a new broom. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy a new broom, pick up some vegan food. There's this place called, what's it called? Mamak Vegan. It's a Malaysian place. I think they have 2 locations. They have a regular location and a vegan only location. I'm just doing this because it looks so weird. It's hilarious looking at myself. I don't like looking at myself. It's funny. My nose is stuffy for some reason. I don't think I have corona. But anyways, yeah. I'm gonna go pick up some Malaysian food. I'm probably gonna get the lemak curry. That's pretty good. I gotta go pick up some stuff at Lowe's or Home Depot, whatever. But yeah, if you're wondering what video is gonna be next, I can't tell you because I'm gonna put this on the end of whatever video I upload next, if that makes sense to you. Yep. And while you're here, I might as well tell you, I've decided, we're doing this, the Black Lives Matter thing for raising the charity. I thought any music I do from now on that's a physical release, anything that's like digital, it'll be too much work to do it on that. But anything else I do physically, I want to be for 100% for charity. So that's what I'm going to do going forward. Most likely in the future, the charities will be animal related or mental health related. Those are the things I care the most about. No offense to everyone else, but I kind of like animals more than I like people. And so yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Last but not least, the sales of well, I'll just make a separate video for that. Well, I'll say it here too, but most of you might not watch to the end, so I'll make a separate little video in case y'all didn't see it. Going forward, all sales on modded gear that there's like some mosquitoes on me. All modded gear that I mod. Oh yeah, it looks so cool, baby. Sorry, ADD makes me go crazy. No, but all gear that I mod and sell, I want to do 10% of that profit, not 10% of the actual selling amount, 10% of the profit to charities. I think 5% of the money is going to go to a charity for, for animals, but it's not going to be PETA because I don't really like PETA. They have some pretty sketchy stuff. It's going to be for some kind of animal organization that never kills animals, because there's some animal organizations that do mercy killing. I'm not going to support any of that. So 5% will be towards some kind of animal charity, and then 5% will be towards, I guess, people with severe mental disorders. Not just like crazy, like, I don't mean people who are just, not people in a mental asylum, or not people who are like born slow. I don't mean like that. What I mean is like just people who are trying to cope with all the mental issues they have in everyday life. So I'm going to try to put the other 5% of charity towards that. So that's going to be all future sales of gear I mod. If it's unmodded gear, which I sell very rarely, unmodded gear will not have any any charity amount to it. It'll just be the gear I mod, which is going to be 98% of what I sell anyways. So yep, that's cool. I might upload this as its own video. I probably will upload this as its own video, now it's so long. But this isn't going to be my first video back. I want to give y'all something of substance to watch first before just throwing this all this drama on you. That's another thing. I get involved with a lot of drama on YouTube. I guess I do it to hide away from my own problems or distract myself, but it's just, sorry, there's so many mosquitoes, but I go off the deep end sometimes, because I told you I feel like different people at different times. It's kind of weird, but say things you regret. Yeah, you might say rude things or whatever. Sometimes you might even be nice to people you wouldn't be nice to. It's all part of the weird struggle. But from now on, I'm going to try to stay out of the whole drama on YouTube. Not just synthesizer drama, all drama. I'm a political junkie. I love watching political videos on YouTube, but it's getting to me too much. So I'm going to probably have to tone down the amount of videos I watch politically and go from watching about 30 political videos a day to maybe 1 or 2. I really need to cut that down, because it's just making my problems worse, because 99% of political news is bad, and it just gets worse every day. So there's that. There's my craziness, what's gonna happen with my sales going forward and stuff. Yeah. See, sorry this video was weird and shaky, but this is how it is.